Digital products. Many of them offer amazing potential to earn passive income because you literally can create them once and then set them to sell on autopilot. But there are so many different types of digital products, and the whole world of digital products can be pretty overwhelming. That's why in this video, I'm giving you 34 of what I think are the top digital products to sell online, specifically on a platform like Etsy. But first, if we haven't met yet, I'm Kate. I'm so glad you're here. I'm a wife, mom, Etsy seller, and business coach, and I'm here to help you start and scale your online business so that you can make a full-time income doing what you love. I've been an Etsy seller since 2015 and have over the years built my shop to a multiple six-figure business. I've sold all different kinds of products, and I'm excited to lay out for you what I think are the 34 best digital products that you can sell on Etsy that are going to have the potential for amazing profit. But before we dive into the 34 products, I want to let you know about my Etsy Success Coaching Week that's coming up. It's a live 3-day event where I'll be going live teaching deep dive strategy on how to build, grow, and scale a profitable Etsy shop. And if you're watching this video at the time that it's published, you can still get registered for that live event. It's going to start on June 20th. We'll be having live sessions every day, as well as a private community Facebook group where we'll be interacting, doing Q&As. I'll be answering all of your burning Etsy shop questions, and we'll also be having a lot of fun with things like giveaways, action items. It's just going to be such a fun and value-packed 3 days. So I have that link for the registration page in the description box below if you'd like to get signed up for that, or you can go to kate-hayes.com/coaching. Okay, so I generally like to think of digital products in two main categories. You've got templates and you've got end products. So templates are any kind of template, whether it be a Canva template or a different type of template that you're delivering on a different template platform. But templates are basically a starting point for someone or a specific type of product that they can then go in and edit themselves to change things around, like the colors, the fonts, the content, and then they would save that final file for what they have edited for their purposes. So templates are editable, unlike end products. End digital products are not editable by the customer. They're either final products that are delivered as is, or they might be fillable, something like a fillable PDF, but it's not editable in terms of fonts, colors, all of the elements. It just has sections where the buyer could fill something. So it's either a final end product or a fillable end product. Some of these end products might be for digital use and some might be for printing, so they might be considered a printable. So for this video, we're breaking our products down into those two main categories. First, we're going to talk about templates, and then we're going to talk about end products. And I am going to go pretty quickly through these because we've got a lot to cover and I want to honor your time. I know you're busy, so get your notepad ready. If you want to take notes, feel free to pause this video if there's something that catches your eye and you want to jot down a few notes about it, but we are going to move through these pretty quickly. Okay, so first starting with our template digital product ideas. The first template that you could offer that's really popular online is a slide deck presentation template. This would be where you would create a presentation or a slide deck for someone like a teacher or a business owner that would need a presentation for a lesson or a pitch they might need to make, but they don't want to start from scratch and build it themselves. You can sell something like a Canva template with a slide presentation that would give them ideas for their slide deck and that they could completely edit and make their own. Template number 2 is a media kit. Media kits are used by influencers, and they're basically like a resume for an online influencer. It's something that influencers use when talking to brands about collaborating on brand deals and sponsorships, and the media kit basically gives that brand all of the influencers' information as far as their audience demographics, number of followers, all of the relevant information the brand would want to know about a social media influencer when deciding if they want to work with them. Influencers know they need a media kit, but a lot of them won't know or want to build one from scratch again, so they will purchase a template to edit and make their own. Number 3 is business branding assets. These are business branding templates that a business owner would use to make their own for their business purposes. Things like logo templates, business card templates, promotional or marketing design templates for things like flyers. Giving business owners a starting place for something like this is a huge seller on a platform like Etsy. Template number 4 is a workbook template. You would create this to be a PDF template that someone who's wanting to create a workbook would go and change the content, again, change the fonts, the colors, make it their own and create a workbook from it. People use workbooks for all kinds of things. They might be a business owner that's wanting to sell a workbook. They might be wanting to use a workbook as a lead magnet to offer as a freebie to build their audience. But this is something, again, that you can give that customer a starting point on. Template number 5 is an email signature. This is pretty simple. This is the signature that goes at the bottom of an email. And most people that are in business or have a profession of some type where they're using email that want to look professional want a professional looking email signature at the bottom. They again might not know or might not want to create one from scratch, and so they'll purchase a template, simply change the words, change their name, put their photo in, and this is something you can sell easily on a platform like Etsy. Number 6 is a resume template. Again, people in business need resumes, right? Anyone who's looking for a job needs a resume. A lot of people don't know what a resume should include, so they'll purchase a resume template that gives them square one to build off of instead of having to do all this research to create their own. Product number 7 is YouTube thumbnails. YouTubers need thumbnails for every single video, and some like to create their own, but some don't, and some may not be really graphic design inclined in that way, so they'll purchase a package of templates that are ready to go for YouTube thumbnails. They're sized the right way, and they might give them different ideas for the layout of the thumbnail, and then they can go on and change it to what they want it to look like for their video thumbnail. Product number 8 is Instagram story or post templates. This would be a bundle of graphics that would work for Instagram posts or Instagram stories that someone using Instagram as a social media platform would purchase and then customize to their liking for their social media account. A lot of times these bundles are niche or style specific, so it might be a travel bundle for people who are travel agents. It might be a pet specific bundle for people who have pet sitting businesses. It's either usually geared towards a certain target customer or based on a specific style like minimalist or boho. All right, product number 9 is event invitations. These are templates that you can create for people to personalize, customize, and make their own for an event that they have. They want to send out invitations, so they would purchase a template to create their invitation and then likely print them out themselves or use it as a digital invitation after they've customized it to have their content and what they need it to say for their event. This could be anything from a wedding invitation to a birthday party invitation to an office party. The options really are limitless when it comes to invitations. And digital product number 10 is stationery or greeting cards. This is similar to the invitation, but you're offering a starting point for a specific bundle of stationery designs or greeting card designs. It could be a birthday card, it could be a housewarming card, but again, it's a template, so it's editable and your customer can go on and change a few things here and there to make it exactly what they want for their greeting card. Template idea number 11 is for party supplies. So this could be a whole bundle of editable templates for a specific type of party, including things like place cards, food labels, banners, table signs, activities. This is a great solution for someone that just wants an easy all-in-one package for throwing a party of some sort to be able to purchase these templates, go on and make them exactly what they want and print them out to use at their party. Template number 12 is a business contract or a policy template. So for these type of templates, you're offering either ready to go contracts or policies, things that people could use in business, whether they're signing a contract with another business person that they're partnering with, whether they need policies to put on their website. A lot of business owners won't know how to actually just write those from scratch, so they will purchase templates. Now, an important thing to note with these is that the content is absolutely important because a lot of times it has to do with legal information. So you definitely want to know what you're doing if you're creating these. You need to be some sort of legal professional or professional in whatever field you're creating this contract or policy for. You want to make sure that it does include all of the sections that that business owner would need for that type of policy or contract. So this is one that you definitely need to put a little bit more research into before you decide you want to offer this. Product number 13 is a device mock-up image. If you're not familiar, a mock-up image is something that social media influencers or business owners, product sellers, a lot of people use mock-ups online, and they're basically ready to go stock images specifically of devices. So you can have device mock-ups which would feature something like an iPhone or an iPad in the image that business owner or influencer can then layer with whatever they want to appear like it's on the iPhone or showing on the iPad. They'll purchase a mock-up image that's a blank screen and they'll layer their own design on top of it for promotional purposes or whatever they want to use it for. So you could sell these type of mock-up images that feature these kind of devices. Digital product number 14 is a website template. This is another high-ticket template that a lot of research goes into, and you have to really know what you're doing when you're creating a website template, but it is an amazing digital product that you can create once and earn passively on because, again, business owners or really anyone that has a website online will need to build out that website. So likely they're either going to build their own from scratch, they're going to purchase a template that's a starting point for them to then just customize, or they'll hire a custom web designer. So it's kind of one of those three, but the template option is sort of the middle ground that a lot lot of business owners go with because they want to be able to personalize it a little bit, but also don't have the technical skills to build it from scratch. These are usually specific to the platform, so you might purchase a Kajabi website template or one for Shopify. There are different platforms, so you want to keep that in mind if you're thinking about offering these. It's platform specific, and so you have to know the tech side of creating that for that platform. And product number 15 is a software or a tool template. So this would be a template for a specific software like using Notion or Trello. You can sell ready-to-go templates that you're actually creating within that platform for users on that platform to have a starting point for customizing something that looks really nice and making their user interface their own. Again, something that you would need to be very familiar with the platform you're creating it for, and you would actually be creating inside that platform and then selling the templates. Okay, so that covers our first category of editable templates. We're about to move on to the second category, which is end products, but I want to let you know there is a free digital product starter guide linked in the description box below. That's for anyone that just feels confused about the whole world of digital products, specifically the tech side of things, talking about resolution, DPI, sizing for printables, aspect ratios. If you just need a simple and easy to understand guide on the basics of how to understand all of that, then you definitely want to grab this free guide. It's going to be a huge help to you as you get started with your digital product business. All right, let's move on to category number 2, which is end products. So remember, these are not templates because they're not editable by the customer. They are ready to go final products. They could be fillable, but they're generally final products that are going to be an instant download. So the first product in this category is a custom business logo. Now, you mentioned business branding and business logos before, but this is actually a made-to-order custom or personalized logo that you are editing on your end after the customer makes the purchase. So they're telling you exactly what they want for their business logo. You are then editing it on your end instead of them editing it on their end as a template. You're creating the custom file and then sending it to them as a made-to-order final file. So this would technically be considered on Etsy a made-to-order file, not an instant download, since it's going to take you a little bit to create it for them and deliver the final file. Similarly, our next product is related. It's a business branding package. This also has to do with the business branding world, but it's a whole package or a bundle. Like we mentioned, all of those different business branding assets before, things like promotional materials, your logo, business card design, but this is a package that you're creating completely custom for that customer. So it's not an editable template on their end. It's something you're working with them with to create on your end and delivering final end product files. Product number 18 is a digital planner. Digital planners are super popular these days as people are tending to use those more even than paper planners to take notes on, to plan their weekly schedule or monthly schedule. And sometimes the planners are even niche or topic specific, like a fitness planner or a financial planner. There's a lot of different routes you can go with this, but digital planners are definitely a bestseller on Etsy. Going along with this is product number 19, digital planner stickers. So these are digital stickers. They look the same as regular stickers. They're just not physical. They're digital and they're meant to be used in your digital planner. So people like to decorate their planners, even though they're digital, just like they would for a physical planner. So you can sell packs of digital planner stickers, which are little icons that people can use inside their digital planner. Product number 20 is a guide or an ebook. You could create a resource guide or an ebook of some sort, something even like a recipe book to sell, but it's not a physical book, it's digital. So someone is buying the digital book to read or the resource book to help them with their business. Whatever the niche is that you decide to offer this in, this would be an end product because it's not editable in any way. It's just made for the customer to consume. Our next product is financial trackers and spreadsheets. These would be digital spreadsheets that you would sell for people that are wanting to do things like track their finances and they don't want to maybe use a program like QuickBooks, but they want an actual spreadsheet that they can just have ready to go and input what they need to input. My friend Janet LeBlanc from Paper and Spark actually sells these for Etsy and Shopify owners. So I'll link her shop below so you can see what I'm talking about. If you're interested in selling something like this is a digital product that she sells for online business owners to use. And the next product is digital paper. Digital paper is just what it sounds like. They are files that are patterns that people can print out and use for scrapbooking or can keep for digital use and use as a background. There are a lot of different ways that people can use digital paper, but they're generally sold as square-shaped final files in bundles or packages. Our next product is stock photography or stock video. So if you've been in the online space, chances are that you've used stock photos or stock video either on your website or for your social media accounts. There are tons of different uses for these, but these are stylized, really beautiful aesthetic photos that will instantly up-level the quality of whatever you're using it for. So whether it be for social media promotion or for your website, business owners and influencers specifically love to use stock imagery as opposed to trying to take their own photos all of the time. So if you have any kind of inclination towards photography or editing of any sort, this is a digital product that you can definitely offer on a platform like Etsy. Product number 24 is custom web design elements. These are things that people would use on their website, like website header images or navigational buttons. Again, something that people like to buy instead of having to figure out and research the tech side of trying to create these from scratch. Product number 25 is printable wall art. This is a final end product of a piece of art, whether it be a sketch or a drawing or a photograph that someone can purchase the digital file for and then print on their own either at home or by taking it to a print shop. There are lots of different styles of printable wall art in all different kinds of sizes and types of files. So this niche is super broad and sells really well on Etsy. Product number 26 is printable coloring sheets. You can create these for kids or adults, but coloring sheets are popular across the board. And this is something where you can create a design that would work for coloring and your customer would purchase it as a file and print it out themselves. Next, we have SVG files. SVGs are a certain type of digital file that you can sell for things to serve purposes like clip art or files that can be used for cutting machines like Cricut and Silhouette. You're basically selling designs or icons as an SVG file for people that would want to use them as graphic elements or in their crafting projects. Product number 28 is sewing patterns. Sewing patterns sell really well on Etsy. You would want to make it specific to a certain type of sewing, maybe a crochet pattern. But again, this is something that is created one time and can sell as an end product, making you passive income. Next, we have Lightroom presets. So if you're not familiar, Lightroom is a photo editing app that is really popular across the board. And there are people who sell Lightroom presets as a package so that someone who is wanting to edit photos in Lightroom doesn't have to try to figure it out photo by photo and change their editing every single time. They can purchase an actual preset that's made for Lightroom to go, and it automatically gives the right settings for your editing to give it a certain look. So if you're familiar with Lightroom and familiar with how to create presets in Lightroom, you can sell Lightroom presets as a bundle. Our next product is brushes for programs like Procreate, Illustrator, or Photoshop. There are all different types of brushes that you can use for these programs that give your designs different kinds of looks. And there are people who actually create these brushes for others to use. So they create the brush for the specific platform, let's say Procreate, and they could sell a package of Procreate brushes as digital products. Product number 31 is iPhone or desktop wallpaper. Again, the options are pretty limitless for this. You could come up with any designs that you want or patterns that could serve as wallpaper for someone's iPhone or for their desktop computer. Moving on to number 32, which is fonts. Now, fonts are something that do take a little bit more research and time to figure out and to learn how to create. But once you learn how to create your own custom fonts, you can then set them up to sell for others to be able to use on their computer with that specific font. Digital product type number 33 is a calculator. There are all different types of digital calculators that people use as tools to calculate different things online. So an example of this might be a mortgage interest calculator. This is usually created on a spreadsheet where you would do the math and figure out how to set up that spreadsheet so the person that's buying it can easily input the numbers that they need and use it as their own calculator to figure up whatever the specific purpose of that calculator is. And product number 34 is a swipe file. These usually come in bundles or packages as well, but a swipe file is basically a file that the person can then pretty much just swipe copy for whatever the purpose is. So you could provide email swipe copy for people to use in their email newsletters. You could provide website copy, sales copy. The main purpose of this is for people who don't consider themselves really great at copywriting. They don't know where to start with writing launch emails or sales emails or even what to put on their website. So they might purchase a bundle of website copy or email copy to just be able to copy and paste and maybe change a few things here and there to make it their own, but you're providing the content in the form of swipe files. So there you have the 34 digital products that I think are all really great to sell, and many of them have passive income potential. So I hope that sparks a few ideas for you of things that you could look into as an Etsy seller. And don't forget to download that free digital product starter guide linked in the description box below if you're wanting to learn more about sizing, resolution, aspect ratio, the basics of creating digital products. I'd also love for you to join me for Etsy Success Coaching Week coming up starting on June 20th. Definitely go ahead and get registered for that to claim your spot with the link below, or you can go to kate-hayes.com/coaching. Talk soon, friends.
Who painted